Hi, host Eric here. Host Talking with Famous People, and as sometimes happens when you Google random stuff or Google socionic stuff, you find some interesting things. So this is all about facial type and and how you can tell by somebody's face what type they are. Is it complete bullshit? Who knows? But look, rules of identification of 64 psychological types in the square table consist in the following. The logic type has active logics, which is conducting mental function and is specified by an active right eyebrow. Okay, I'm going to go no screen for a second. I'm going to go this. So, in fact, I notice a lot of times, are you serious? What in the world is going on? Blah, 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 blah. My eyebrows both seem fairly active, but one of them is more. I don't know. Which eyebrow is more active? It's hard to tell. Um,
Looks like the you're right.
my right. Now
No, it's
remember,
not.
this is my right, okay, and this is my
Yeah,
left because I'm turned. I'm like flipped around or something.
yeah, that's what I referred to. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go back to this thing and see the other things it says. It says the ethical type has active ethics, which are conducting mental function is specified by an active left eyebrow. So that's, I guess, if you're a feeler, you have a left eyebrow that's active. If you're a thinker, you got a right eyebrow that's active. The intuitive type has active intuition, which is conducting mental function is specified by an active right corner of the mouth. Is the right corner of my mouth more active than the left? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard to say. Let's see. I'm talking normally now, so you can see which side of my mouth is more active. Ha pa 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 pa. Ha cha 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 cha. Yep, I'm a talking A B C D E F G. Which seems more active? I can't tell. Okay, so I don't know about that one. That might not be a very good methodology.
Mm.
Let's look at this next one. So sensory types supposedly are active left corner of the mouth. If a psychological type has two active mental functions, then conducting function does not exist. And also, if all mental functions are obvious and unobvious, then conducting function does not exist. I don't know what that means. Rational types have active logos or ethos. Irrational types, that's not something about physical stuff. Okay, here's another one. Extroverted types have active extroversion, which is specified by an active left eye and a passive right eye. Introverted types have active introversion, which is specified by an active right eye and a passive left eye. This is the one that made me want to read this thing at all, even though it sounds like nonsense, because I do feel as though I have a passive right eye and an active left eye. I feel like that for sure, and I know this in part because when I wake up, this one is clear right away, and this one takes a while for it to unfuzzy. It's like lazier in its focusing or something, and it's boob squeezing. Okay, so I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's correct or not, but this chart purports anyway to tell you what your facial is like depending on your type. So let's see. You can see these faces here.
Hmm.
And let's see which mine one is. Okay, so I can't tell how to correspond it with your type. I'm sure there's some way to do it. Okay, well anyway. Psychological types of socionics. Oh, here's the table. Okay, N T extroversion. Well, I don't know what obvious intuitive function. Obvious intuitive function. I don't know how to read this thing at all. But if you want to know about your facial expressions and which of your eyes is passive and which is active and which side of your mouth you favor and stuff, you can go check out this emotions.64g.ru and find out for yourself the mysterious truths of the I Ching as related to your facial expressions.
Some of the faces look like they're on something. So maybe it's just that certain types, as you said before, usually have a preference or a leaning or a likeliness to use what's the word? Substances. So maybe they've took a load of people who are prone to using substances, have strange facial expressions due to those substances, and they went, yeah, that's related to the personality.
That's possible. And that's called using your innie to good effect there, Eccentric M. And Eric just points out the obvious, which is these seem silly. What if I'm left-handed? Yeah, I know, guys. I'm not saying that this is the greatest thing in history, but I never did send the link, huh? Let me send the link. Is it that one? Oh no, that's not the right one. Yeah, I'll get the link for that. The facial expression ones. I am struck by the passive and active eye thing in particular. That's the one that really says to me, oh, my eyes are totally like that, you know. So in that regard, I like that aspect of it. Other than that, I don't know if it actually applies to other people or not, but I just think it's kind of neat.
Yeah, I might believe the.
Go ahead, Mega Bro.
I might believe the passive and active eye part, but I don't really like the putting intuition or something or thinking or feeling on one side or the other, because that would be like saying that one side of the brain does one of those and the other doesn't. That's not true.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good reason to dislike part of that explanation. Just to me, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. It's just some random thing I found on the internet when I was trying to research something else and instead got sidetracked.
But the active and passive eye could actually correspond to introversion and extroversion on the grounds that, like, the right eye is connected to the left brain, and so it would be more like your internal image of reality rather than reality as you're seeing it in the moment. And
I see.
the left eye is connected to the right hemisphere, so it would be more like connected with reality in the moment.
Well, let's do a little poll. Do you guys, if you feel you have a stronger eye, just indicate yes, it lines up like they say, where I'm an introvert and I've got a stronger right eye, or no, it doesn't. I'm an introvert and I've got a stronger left eye, or vice versa. Let's do a little poll. Okay,
Well, what does that even mean?
Nandi says her left eye is worse than her right, and I'm saying my right is worse than my left, so that would work for us.
I don't know.
It's like, which one is stronger? The way I could tell is because of what I said before, which is when I wake up in the morning, one of them is kind of misty at first until it gets settled into the day, and then it's clear, you know? It's kind of like, it takes longer to wake up in terms of its focusing.
I'm an introvert and a judger, so my right eye is more dominant than my left.
Interesting. Stronger right eye for Theo. That also would correspond with the introvert thing. And Eccentric M can't tell. Eccentric M has perfect eyes. Maybe you have perfect eyes. I don't know. Check in the first thing when you wake up. That's when you check, okay? And see then, because if you get older anyway, one of your eyes gets a little bit slower to wake up. All right. Anybody else? Anybody says that it doesn't actually work that way? Callum, you're ENTP, right? And you said you think your right eye is stronger. I keep misnaming you. Are you an INFJ? I don't know why I keep calling people wrong types. Wait, which one are you? INFJ or ENTP? Oh, you're ENTP. Okay. So then that would be disagreeing with the model if you think your right eye is stronger. So that would be a one vote against this idea. However, in general, it seems to correlate pretty well. So I think we'll end on that note with this video and say thank you very much for watching Talking with Famous People. I'm going to try to get back to the socionics topic I intended to do in the first place.